Hello everybody, my name is Josep Lambies, I'm a film critic and professor of film history at the Pompeu Fabra University in Barcelona, and today I'm introducing Daniela Forever by Nacho Vigalondo, a filmmaker that is well distinguished above all by what we might call his omnivorous cinephilia, and by having created a very interesting body of work, mostly inspired by B-movie classics, 1950s low-cost science fiction, Japanese horror, in short, every sort of movie that evokes the idea of film cult. He came to the fore in 2003 with a short film named A las 7:35 de la mañana, 7:35 in the morning, a dark musical set in a cafe at breakfast time, featuring a catchy song and an unexpected ending in which a man covered in dynamite blows himself up. It was a genuine internet phenomenon even before the YouTube era, and note this, it was nominated for an Academy Award. A long time has passed since 7:35 in the morning, and Vigalondo has been developing a very surprising and extensive career. I would like to mention two of his best-known feature films that will help you understand what kind of movies he has been making so far. The first one, my favorite one, Los Cronocrímenes, Time Crimes, a low-budget thriller centered on time travel, featuring a character with a bandaged face. The man with the bandaged face has become an iconic image of Vigalondo cinema, probably inspired by two classics from 1966. One of them American, John Frankenheimer's Seconds, the other one Japanese, Hiroshi Tagashiyama, The Face of Another. The second feature film by Nacho Vigalondo that I would like to talk about is Colossal, a bigger budget production shot in English and starring a very famous Hollywood actress, Anne Hathaway, who plays the part of a woman whose life is a complete disaster. She has no money, she has no job, she gets drunk every night, and she has these outbursts of anger that she cannot control. What she doesn't know is that on the other side of the world there is this gigantic monster that mimics all her actions, her anger, and smashes everything around.
Ow, what was that? What was that?
A helicopter crashed.
Into my head?
Yeah.
With the pilot and everything?
Now that we know who Nacho Vigalondo is, it's time to place Daniela Forever somewhere in the wide field of contemporary cinema. Daniela Forever is what those of us in film studies would call a puzzle film. The concept of puzzle film was first coined by Warren Buckland in a book published in 2013 to describe a set of movies presenting us with complex narratives dealing with topics such as mental disorder, a nonlinear conception of time, general confusion, the blurring between reality and fantasy, the sort of fantasies that a damaged brain could create. Every single movie by Christopher Nolan could be considered a good example of puzzle film, from Memento, a film about amnesia that reverses the temporal order of events, to Inception, in which characters enter their own dreams. In fact, Inception is probably one of the main inspirations for Daniela Forever, which is also a film where reality and dreams become interchangeable. Also, the dreamy scenes that take place in the streets of Madrid in Daniela Forever are obviously inspired by Nolan's Inception. Other inspirations for Daniela Forever are Richard Kelly's Donnie Darko, a very dark movie about the monstrous nightmares that schizophrenia can produce. Pay attention to this very close shot of the main character's eye at the moment where its appearance changes, indicating that we are entering a new reality. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind by Michel Gondry, which, like Daniela Forever, is a tragic love story between memory and oblivion, unfolding within the protagonist's consciousness. And finally, we could mention a Spanish film from the 1990s, Open Your Eyes, Abre los Ojos, by Alejandro Amenábar, with a very complex plot that could be summed up as the story of a dead man who, after dying, continues dreaming that he is alive. All these movies help us have a better approach to Daniela Forever, which is also a tragic love story about a man who, after losing his girlfriend in an accident, wants to keep on dreaming about her. At some point, he will feel trapped by his dreams. He will not be able to escape them. He will not be able to go back to reality. And this is exactly where I will shut up, and this is exactly where the movie will begin. Thanks for listening, and of course, enjoy the screening.